Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to episode 52 of The Rainbow Bridge. My name is Rena Dwelly. I am a master dowser, master geomancer, and spiritual alchemist. And I assist people all over the world in welcoming abundant health, wellness, success, and happiness into their lives. So I have a question for you. Did you know that trauma can be passed down from generation to generation? It's almost as if it's in our DNA. It goes by many terms, including historical trauma, generational trauma, intergenerational trauma, multigenerational trauma. I'm sure the list goes on. Today I'm going to refer to it as transgenerational trauma. So the theory of transgenerational trauma begins with one generation, the first generation, experiencing the trauma, and then it's passed on to the next generation and generations beyond. It's no secret that throughout history, many cultures have experienced this trauma in their history. Let's start with the Native Americans. Through colonization, dispossession, dislocation, racism, and violence, they have experienced some of the most horrific trauma in history. Again, let's talk about Holocaust survivors, or even, the people who didn't survive the Holocaust. That was immense trauma that those people experienced. The list goes on. As this trauma is left unhealed, it can remain present in our ancestral memory and our DNA. It can result in defense mechanisms, developmental malfunctions, and behavioral issues. It can also manifest as physical dis-ease or disease. So I know at this point, most of us have probably been to a doctor's office and had to fill out the form, that says, do you have this? It leads to a family history of. These are the special gifts that were passed down through our history. When I was looking at this subject, it's been coming forward for a couple of weeks now. And, I love the little confirmations I get that my team leads me on to share this work. The first thought that came to my mind was Dr. Emoto. Raise your hand if you've heard of Dr. Emoto. I love studying Dr. Emoto. He was an incredible man who he worked with the crystalline structure of water. And he would do two different things. He would speak to water, pray for water, provide a positive environment for this water, and then he'd stick it in the freezer. And then he would do the opposite and say negative things to water, create a negative environment for the water, stick that in the freezer. Then he'd pull it out and he'd look at the structure of these crystals that were formed while the water was freezing under a microscope. Now, the ones that were spoken to positively and supported in a positive environment, they turned out to be just beautiful, perfect, amazing structures. Think of the most perfect snowflake you've ever seen in your life. Now, the ones that were raised in a negative environment, they almost seemed to be deformed, like there were missing pieces. They just didn't look right. Now, this happens to our DNA and our RNA as this trauma happens in these generations that have experienced it. And then from there, the next generation is birthed, the next generation is birthed, and then so on. And it doesn't matter if it was female or male who experienced the trauma, because this lives in the males as well as the females. And then, as the sperm and the egg meet, this trauma is then passed on and may come out as, it could be cancer, history of diabetes, history of mental illness. These cultures, including our own, whatever culture you come from, may be experiencing these things. Like, you're born into this, and it's almost as if you can't explain why you're angry, why you're sick, why we have fibromyalgia, why we have cancer in our family, why we have heart disease in our family. It's a very interesting subject to study and work with. So, hi, Nancy. Wow, interesting. So today we're going to just work with a little meditation tool, something that we can do on a daily basis. Keep it simple, but you're able to travel through this, work through, send healing to the generations that need the healing. We can then heal ourselves, break the cycle for the future generations as well. So this is very important, especially in today's world. So many of us are experiencing this wild stuff, and a lot of people, interesting enough, are going to doctors, not receiving the answers they need to receive in order to provide health and wellness for themselves. Meditation is one of my most favorite tools to use. So I am so thankful you are here to join me today. So I'm going to take a drink of my tea, and then we'll get started with our quick little meditation. I am working with an alchemy key today, so if you have one, definitely grab it. Let's work with these. If not, just tune into the energy that exists from the flow. So I'm going to invite you to take a deep breath. Kick back in your chair, close your eyes, and begin by calling in crystalline white light from above your head into your physical body. Expand this crystalline white light into your etheric body. This is about 6 inches outside of the physical. This is where your energetic filter lives. So it's important that we unclog the mess and clear it up. This helps you raise your vibration, step into your best health and wellness possible for you. Move into the emotional body, about a foot outside of the physical body, bringing peace and balance into the emotional body. Move into the lower mental body, about 2 feet outside of the physical body. This brings balance and harmony to your left and right brain. Quiets any fears that exist. We're going to pull these bodies up, click them together. The physical body, we click into the etheric, physical and etheric into the emotional, and the physical, etheric, and emotional into the lower mental body. This creates our sarcophagus point. Remember this space. This is about 1.5 feet above your head. Travel another 1.5 feet above your head, so 3 feet above your head. Connect in with your higher mental body. You will see this as a bright, glowing crystal ball. From your higher mental body, call in sapphire blue light around and beneath you. This activates your firewall and helps you step into your personal power. Send a ray of the sapphire blue light down to the heart of Mother Earth, and then pull a ray up, connect it in with your solar plexus chakra, 2 finger widths above your navel. Connect with the frequency of Morganite. Call this in around and beneath you. Send a ray from beneath your feet down to the heart of Mother Earth and pull a ray up. Connect it in with your heart chakra. This is your divine and unconditional love and support from the universe. Let's radiate a beam of Morganite light out into the universe to be received wherever it is needed. Connect with the frequency of amethyst. Call this in around and beneath you. Send a ray to the heart of Mother Earth and pull a ray up. Connect it to your sarcophagus point, 1.5 feet above your head, and allow this to flow from the physical into the etheric, emotional, and lower mental bodies. This offers forgiveness and release of any density or karma that exists in your world for you personally. Come back 1.5 feet to above your head to your sarcophagus point. We're going to open the door and enter into our personal sarcophagus. Travel from the sarcophagus down to your heart space, connecting with your ancient wisdom. Now we're going to connect and travel with the double helix of our DNA. Just travel the path of your DNA. It's going to lead us to our family tree. For visualization purposes, I want you to actually see this as a tree. When you arrive at your tree, take note of the smells, the location. What does it look like? How does it? You may see names and lineage lines appear in the leaves and the branches of the trees. Allow these to blossom. You may actually see your ancestors stand around this beautiful tree. Maternal on the left, paternal on the right. From our heart space, we're going to radiate frequencies that will beam to the roots of this tree and offer nurturing and healing. The first frequency we connect with is morganite. We offer gratitude to our ancestors for their life, for their experiences, for our rich history, our strong roots. We offer so much love and support. Feed the tree the light. See it travel up to the top branches, the leaves, and the blossoms. Connect with the frequency of amethyst. Beam this from your heart to your family tree, the roots of your family tree. Offering nourishment of forgiveness, peace, release of karma, density. You may actually see some of your ancestors open their hearts and their hands and their minds to receive this love. Connect with the frequency of emerald to offer healing to the roots of our family tree. Allow this light to travel all the way up to the branches and the leaves. We nurture the roots of our family tree with the frequency of amber, a warm, compassionate hug. We embrace our beautiful and rich roots. We now offer the roots of our family tree, citrine yellow. This is wisdom, the ability to create form from our hopes, dreams, and wishes. We ask that this beautiful citrine light flow up to the top branches and the leaves of our family tree. We thank our ancestors for their incredible journey and their wisdom they have shared with us, both physically in-person experiences as well as energetic, beautiful DNA, RNA. Our histories are rich with memories and experiences. We offer the wisdom to heal, to release. We also stand in our own wisdom, offering healing for ourselves and future generations. We break any chains that lead to these cycles of generational trauma. These light frequencies we have nourished our family tree with are beautiful, gentle, yet powerful. We trust that those who have needed to receive these will or have, and maybe those who haven't quite been ready yet will receive as they very gently ease into this light and allow themselves to heal. Let's send one more ray of morganite light from our heart space for gratitude and unconditional love and support. We travel back to the entrance of our sarcophagus point and close the door for now. And come back to your higher mental body, 3 feet above your head. And call in a golden dome of amplification to surround you and magnify the work that you've done today. Hold your awareness here. Rub your hands together, warming the palms of your hands. Very gently place the palms of your hands over your eyes, and when you are ready, come back into the world. That was absolutely beautiful. I highly encourage you to revisit this experience as often as you would like or need. There may be things that come forward for you that you're able to connect with, experience, and see in a very gentle manner. It can offer you insight into your life. It's also a very beautiful way to offer healing to the generations that exist in your family tree. Fall is a very important time to celebrate our cornucopia of blessings. And family is definitely a piece of that cornucopia. So as we thank them, offer them healing, celebrate them, at the end where we beam that beautiful Morganite light out to them for gratitude, unconditional love, and support, you can see and feel them celebrate that. It is so beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please feel free to share this out with whoever you may think could benefit from this. I invite you to connect with me here on Facebook, through my website. I'll share some links for you guys. I offer amazing services that help people transform their lives and step into the best versions of themselves. It is my passion to share this beautiful work with you. I also want to let you guys know that there will be no show next week as I am traveling with family. But the week after I will be back. So that first week in September, I look forward to seeing you. I have something really incredible planned. I think you guys are going to love it. So with that being said, may your day, your week, and your weekend, and all the days ahead be filled with love, light, and magic. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.